Today I wanted to talk to you about the Game of Thrones season 7 episode 4. It's a very good episode. I've seen it. I managed to see it early, so I was just going to give you guys some spoilers. Anyone that don't want to know any spoilers about this episode, please don't watch this because this is basically a breakdown of everything that happens in the episode. So if you don't like spoilers, please don't watch this video. Okay, so we'll get to it now. So basically, the episode starts off with Jaime and Bronn securing the Tyrell's land. Um, yeah, they're basically just being a bit cocky. They think they've won, and it's well, they think they've won, and then you'll soon see at the end that they don't. um, then it skips onto a new scene where Cersei ensures the banker she will have the money. Um, and then a new scene comes on, and Littlefinger is kind of gone to Bran. He's kind of sucking up to him, trying to talk to him, and he gives him his dagger. It's the Valerian steel dagger, and he says that this is the dagger that the Lannisters, when they hired an assassin to try and kill you, this was the dagger, and here you go. It's like a goodwill type thing, but with Littlefinger, nothing comes free. So then it skips on to a new scene, and this scene, Arya comes home, but there are guards at the gate of Winterfell, and basically they don't believe that Arya is actually Arya Stark, so they're like, yeah, do you can you just bugger off basically? And then Arya's like, well, I'm coming in either way, so whether you're gonna let me in or I'm gonna have to get in myself, that's a whole other story. And she's like, she tries to be a bit nicer and then says, do you really want to know what my sister will do if she finds out that you turned her sister away? And they kind of like let her in, and then they're about to go and speak to Sansa, and then she wanders off, and they do go and speak to Sansa, and then they mention some people that she asked for, and Sansa kind of knows it's Arya, and she's like, I know. And then Sansa finds Arya in the Stark tombs, and there's a nice little reunited scene there between them. So Arya's kind of like, why, whoever did this sculpture of our dad, not great. And then Sansa said anyone that really knew him is dead, so there wasn't really many people that knew what he looked like. And that's sort of a nice little scene that they're bonding there. And then a new scene comes on where Sansa and Arya, basically Sansa says to Arya that Bran is in Winterfell as well, and then they go and reunite with Bran. That's quite a nice scene, and Bran kind of shows off the fact that he's a three-eyed raven in that scene and asks her about a list and everything, even though they've never spoken but he's seen it. And Sansa's like, list? What? Who's on this list? And Sansa's like, Cersei's at the top. No, Joffrey was always at the top. But yeah, it's quite a cool scene. And then Bran then gives Arya the Valerian steel dagger that Littlefinger gave him. That's quite good because there was a picture that was leaked out of the four together, and everyone was querying how she got the Valerian steel dagger from Littlefinger. Everyone thought that Littlefinger got killed by her, but it was just given like that. So that's kind of good to know. Then a new scene comes on, and Daenerys finds out that the Tyrells have been defeated. She kind of gets mad, and don't really trust any of more Tyrion's advice on that. She then goes to Jon and asks him what would he do should she go to the King's Landing with her dragons and just defeat him as she wanted to do. And Jon says that you've made the impossible happen. You don't want to use the impossible to then cloud people's minds on what you can do and who you are, because if she takes the dragons, something that's supposed to be good, and makes them into something bad because they're killing a load of innocent people, then a lot of people are going to turn against her. And she kind of takes that on board and says, all right, you're right about that. So that's a good scene. And then there's the next scene is it skips on to Brienne training Podrick. That was on a bit of the trailer. Everyone kind of speculated that Brienne might be fighting like properly, but no, it's just a training scene. Arya that was watching while they're doing that and decides to ask Brienne to spar with her only. And Brienne kind of says, "Do you want someone else to spar with? Because I'm a bit too hard to spar with." And she's like, "No, I can take you." And then she looks at Arya's needle sword and she's like, yeah, do you want a better sword than that? You need probably bigger than that. And Arya's like, don't worry, I'll try not to hurt you with it. And Brienne's like, yeah, alright then. They end up fighting, proper sparring, and Arya defeats Brienne. Brienne's like, how did you learn to fight like that? And she's like, long story. And then a new scene comes on, and Sir Davos is teasing Jon Snow about his attraction to Daenerys, and Jon Snow's like, there's no time. But yeah, I don't know about that. I'm 50-50 on that, because the whole relation, I'm like, ugh. But who knows? It's better than Cersei and Jaime, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so the scene after that is epic. That's a big like battle scene where Jaime and his army are about to leave with the Tyrell's gold, so they can go and pay the banker that Cersei's hanging out with. And then Daenerys' army shows up, and Bronn's kind of talking to Jaime at the time, and they can just hear this thumping, and then they're like, "Oh shit, what's that?" So then Bronn basically, Jaime then takes on board. Yeah, that's. Well, I don't know what that is. So he gets all his like army ready, telling them to get ready because it might be another battle to come. So yeah, all Daenerys' army are approaching, and then next minute you see Daenerys on the back of Drogon. You're like, yes, that's a really cool scene. That's something I've been rooting for the whole season. Anyways, then Drogon just like practically takes them down. He just like sets a load of them on fire, and basically Daenerys' team are definitely winning. Bronn can see that against Drogon they don't really have much of a chance, but I think on like this season, but I mean episode 2 or 3, they basically had that device that could kill dragons. They announced that they had that with them, and Bronn tries to shoot Drogon, misses the first time, and the second time he really gets him. Like I think it's through the mouth, because he's about to blow fire, and then the dagger like goes right through him, and then Drogon kind of loses control and can't really fly anymore, and starts like falling with Daenerys on his back, and you're like, oh, what's gonna happen there? And then yeah, basically he falls down. Daenerys gets off and tries to pull the dagger out of him, and then Jaime then sees this and uses this to his opportunity, because he can see that Daenerys on the floor and she's very vulnerable right now. She hasn't got anything to protect her really. So then he sees a dagger, grabs it, and then gets it on the back of his horse, holding it while he's riding the horse, and then tries to charge and like stab it through her. But Drogon is injured, but he can still blow fire. That's the stupid bit. And Tyrion's watching from afar, and he's like, "Don't be an idiot." Well, he is an idiot. And then he basically, he gets really, really close to her, and then Drogon then goes to blow fire, but Bronn sees this, grabs Jaime, and jumps into the water with him. So this like, I don't know where the water came from, to be honest, but yeah, they go in the water, and you can just see the fire above the water, and you're like, oh. So that kind of leaves us with what's going to happen to Jaime now, because Jaime's not dead, but he just tried to kill Daenerys, and he's kind of lost most of his army, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be a prisoner now. Who knows, he might lose another hand. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that's quite an interesting thing to see. I'm really excited for next week's episode. It seems like this season started off quite badly and it's getting better every episode, so I'm excited to see that. And who knows, next week could be a really good one. Well, thank you guys for watching this video, and let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any more questions that I've missed out by accident or something. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Bye.